I tried a new technique today. Here's how it went. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Atreyu, and I'm drawing something new with inks every single day for Inktober. And if you're returning to this challenge, welcome back. This is day number 18 of the series. My goal for today was to create a drawing of a human with their head in the clouds. And what I'd like to talk about with you is how patience builds mastery. Now, to be a master, you might not ever. However, there is ways that you can get pretty close. And it's not through rushing all of the techniques and processes that you know and repeating the same thing over and over again. It's by refining the process, the learning along the way on how you get to that result that you want to be. There are processes with art. There are certain steps in critical thinking that you need in order to accomplish said task. To make it simple, if I want to draw a sphere that has a singular light source from above, I would think about however many values I want to add for however detailed we're going to go with this. But I would think about where I need to place those values, how they curve around the shape of the object. I would think about the drop shadow that the object is leaving, how soft that is as it tapers off. What is the texture of the actual object, because that's going to affect the sheen of how the value lays over the object. I'm going to think about the scale of it, the perspective of it. There's a lot of things that you can think of, right? And to be a master where you draw the perfect sphere with everything dialed in exactly, it's going to take, it's a buildup of all those years and patience going through those different learning cycles to build up that skill set, right? And that understanding in your mind. So, this is all something that we are capable of. I strongly encourage you. I was about to just say encourage, but then I checked myself and I said strongly encourage you to take the time and the practice over the years to get better at whatever you're doing, because there's such a beautiful return in feeling when you're progressing in something. I feel like it's like such an innate positive characteristic that we all have as humans, that when we work towards something and we improve at it over time, it's rewarding. So I want that for you too. And let's do this together. You know, I think a big part of these videos is me just kind of holding myself to everything that I'm having open conversation with. It's good for me to vet it out too, because when I spit it out with words, it's less about me hearing it in my own head, and I can communicate that with you all. So this has been a really good positive way for me to kind of navigate my own thoughts, right? So what do I think about today's piece? Well, I think this piece turned out pretty cool. I like the layers of cloud above the heads and the multiple faces. This was something that I found inspiration from on Pinterest, and I loved it. And I like the contrast between the clouds and the black sky behind the being in the clouds in the head, and all the little details and the curves. I think the curves and the shape of it looks really cool. So overall, pretty happy with this, and I think we're getting better as we go along, especially when you think back to my day 1, day 2. Yeah, we're doing much better now. But that's it for today's art, and now it's time for
the question of the day.
If this piece had a soundtrack, what music would fit it? For tomorrow, you can expect the piece to be something completely different than what today's was. And thank you for watching. If you're sticking around with me for every single day of Inktober, you're officially a part of the challenge here with me, and I appreciate you, and I will see you all tomorrow. All right, peace.